everything starts with infinite, cosmic stuff. What in our book we're using the dynamic laws of prosperity calls gold dust. There's gold dust in the air for you. You may think it sounds silly, but most great things do sound a little silly to those who don't know. Huh? There is gold dust in the air for me. Repeat.
There is gold dust in the air for me.
I am surrounded by gold-rich dust.
I am surrounded by gold-rich dust.
This golden dust is drawn to my word.
This golden dust is drawn to my word.
It prospers my family.
It prospers my family.
My pockets.
My pockets.
And my account.
My account.
Now see it.
Now.
Visualize it. Like this little fairy gold dust. I want you to feel yourself in your mind's eye. And I said feel because now you're initiates, right? You know what we mean by feel. We're talking the fivefold feeling, right? Seeing it, smelling it, tasting it, touching it, and hearing it, right? Take a minute to see, feel, hear, touch, taste yourselves in the finest clothes you could imagine. The finest silks, brocades, leather, jewels. Just see yourself. Now feel those clothes, that soft cloth, well made, finely stitched, detailed. You got nice shoes, nice kicks, right? Rings. Plenty of money. No worries of money. Nice car, and you're showing off. See how you're walking in your mind. How would you walk being this prosperous? How would you talk? How would you treat your friends? See a beautiful home, big and lavish. A pool, some tennis courts, with golf. Your kids have a roller rink in their basement. Yeah, you can afford a roller rink. Several cars. Just see it, feel it, taste it, touch it. Be it. Ah, and say, ah. Is it sweet? Isn't wealth a sweet thing? Isn't she beautiful? Ah-shay, isn't she a lovely woman? She's the African goddess of money. We call her ah-shay. She's beautiful to behold. What you just did was you beed that. You was it. This is the causative point, being. When you be something, you start to do things in line with that being. Many of us put the cart before the horse. We start doing things before we are it. For example, you start working 2-3 jobs in order to make more money before you are prosperous. Thinking the doing will make you be prosperous. But the consciousness draws the cosmic stuff, not the doing. You see? So Ifa has said to the people, work smarter, not harder. And if you gave Supreme Being 20 minutes a day, being wealthy, you will start to do things in line with your vision. And the more things you do, the more you shall have. Everything is sequence in life, right? You got to get the right order of things or you can't open the lock. See yourself as happy. Close your eyes. There's a reason I say close the eyes. It shifts the brainwaves a little slower. See yourself as a happy person. Nothing can get to you. Bubbly, goofy, silly, quiet, calm. See like a big aura around you, a big white, calm aura. And people see this as you walk down the street. Wow, who's that? And you're just walking down, enjoying the cars, enjoying the birds, the leaves. And feel happy. No matter what happens. Ooh, earthquake, you're still happy. Ooh, lightning comes, you're still happy. Oh, almost hit by a car, I'm still happy. Poof, open your eyes. What magic do we wield? Who felt a little happy? Just a little bit. It's not a big deal, just a little bit. Since you were happy, you will start to do things differently. Then you will have happiness. The Oyimbo, y'all know the word Oyimbo, right? Some do, some don't. It's a good word to know. Oyimbo is Yoruba for white person. Oyi is honey. Bo is your tongue. Our word for white person is honey tongue. The honey tongued ones. They talk a good talk. The Oyimbo. Oyimbo teach. Go to college. Get a diploma. Work hard. Put in 72 hours a month, a week. Then you'll be rich. Right? That's their strategy. But they're in the lower plane, you see. If you learn to be those things first, they'll come to you very naturally. I guarantee you less effort. But I talk metaphysics to you. The only way to prove it is to do it. Okay? So, last week I asked you to create your accounts the way you wish them to be. Right? That was the assignment for last week. The week before was how they are. We saw some dried up, withered trees, some lakes with dying fish, no water. This week you change that in consciousness. Who can explain to us, to the rest of the village, why that will work? Why changing the image will create a new reality? I want scientific answers, please.
Being it is.
Yes. I try to trick you, but I can't.
You God, so it's be. You are God, so it's be. He speak. So be it is.
Ah-shay, let there be light. Right? When you say you're God, what does he really mean? Divine? What does that really mean, though, in functional real life?
You're the mind creator.
You can create.
Mind creator, huh?
You can create.
You can create because of what?
Mind, thoughts, actions.
Think of that. Last week, I drew all the big fancy pictures.
You're the cosmic. We are blacks. People of color. Cosmic is actually the cosmic being of the universe.
But what does that mean in real life terms?
The ability to manifest.
Because of?
Where we came from, our
Spiritual.
Because of?
The source.
Source, which is? Infinite. Infinity. Potential. God, the true meaning of God. I don't like that word. I like Olodumatis. You know you invoke something different when you say God. It's a different power you call.
It's like
What should we say?
Olodumare, or something African. Olodumare. You're in Congo, it's Ngai.
How about something else? Ra, Amen, Ra.
Amen's better.
Okay, Amen, Ra.
Amen Ra is not bad either. That's pretty accurate. Or Odudua. Okay. Olodumare, this word, God, Olodumare means potential. Or possibilities. Watch. I am God. I am Olodumare. I am infinite possibilities. If you believe that, you start acting as if you were Supreme Being. I'm the possibility of prospering right now. I'm the possibility of peace right here. I'm the possibility of strength in this moment. Isn't that possible? Therefore, you are like the Creator. Yes.
Could you share with us what type of energy we invoke when we use the word God as opposed to
Yes.
Olodumare, since we're
Surely. God comes from Hebrew. Hod. One of the archangels in the Hebraic system. Hod. H-O-D. Hod is one of the trickster gods. Angelic beings of the Hebraic tradition.
Would he be sent?
Not quite, but close to him. He said, will he be set in Egypt? The red one.
Not the original set.
The mean one?
The devil set.
In Hebraic tradition, Hod battles a god often, battles the Supreme Being often. Okay? So you're invoking a spirit of confusion. By that, this sound, these letters combine as one. Okay? Olodumare means owner of ever-expandingness. Owner of Odu. Owner, Dudu. Odudua means blackness, cosmic blackness.
So when we call the ancestors up, I shouldn't say all righteous ancient ancestors, all righteous gods, known and unknown. I shouldn't say the word God at all.
I wouldn't.
I'm not going to say it no more.
C'est Orisha. You say Orisha, Abafon, for Afon people. Whatever works for you, but make it African. Okay. The spirit said we must do some work today. I talk too much. Okay. Don't move out your way there. So let's be something. I'm going to show you meditation. One of several will do. You got this up here? Words of power. What's a word of power? Just that, a word full of power. It does things.
It has a spiritual essence to it.
It's a spirit hiding in a sound. A sonic form of a spirit. Ha-ra. Repeat. Ha-ra. 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 I'm going to show you how to chant it now. Like hooray. Huh? You would say it 4 times, focusing on your belly button as you say it. Hurrah, 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 hurrah. Right? See? What do you see? Hurrah, hurrah, hurrah. I'm pumping. Hurrah, 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 hurrah. Then whisper. 4 strong, 4 soft. That's the charm. When you're saying the first 4, you want to feel like it's coming from your navel with some guts. When you say it the second 4, project it from your third eye out. Beam it, beam it. Okay? So pump it, pump it, pump it, pump it, beam it, beam it, beam it, beam it. So let's start little by little. I want you to focus on your navel. I want you to then focus on your third eye. We're going to start slowly with the sound. You will feel its potency, because these are divine names of God that live inside of you. We simply call them to wakefulness. Okay? So pump the first 4, project the last 4 quietly, right? Loud, soft. And here's the rhythm. We'll start slow. 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep going. I'm going to talk to you. See a green light come to you. Bathe in green light. Project to the universe the last 4. Call heaven's names. Two more. Prosper. Ah-shay. Who's sweating? Who's feeling heat? You know, Ra was the sun god, right? Sun is hot. Right? When you know the names of the divine, their powers come to you. Because whoever's name you call responds. Ha, as in Haru in Egypt. The god of the desert was called Ha. Ha. In Tibet it's called Heruka, the god of thunderbolts. Heruka. This sound, this H sound, is strength. In this case, the strength to prosper. It takes strength to be wealthy. Because you got to always overcome, stay optimistic, keep going, right? Keep running. It takes strength to win the race, right? So Ha gives it to you. Ra gives you the fire, the heat, to make it so. The energy. Ha is green, Ra is gold. We are speaking, if you're going to be professional about this, when you chant, you want to sense you're talking to an intelligence. Like there's something here in you. Call it Supreme Being. And you're speaking a certain language that being understands. Ha-ra. And it responds to you. And you begin to interphase. 1, ha-ra, ha-ra, you send, project. Give, project. Send, project. And this is loop. Yes.
Aren't you talking to your higher self?
Yes. You sure are. Yes.
You said the green light. Am I projecting or sending?
You're bathing in green.
That Doing both of them.
Yes, doing both sounds. You want to see green with gold around it. Green with a rich golden tone. I could sit with you for hours like a psychiatrist, going through all of your past issues about money and poverty when you were a child, and this when you were so young, you had no feet, you couldn't walk, you know, how they say. When I was a kid, we had feet to walk. Okay, we can go through all that, right? Or I can have you call the divine in you to erase it. Just nullify it. That's what these names of heaven do. It's like an eraser. Gone. Neutralize the karma. That's how you build pyramids so fast. They had the people singing while they were building those. What do you think they were? You know, they were singing and dancing, and the priestesses and priests were doing their juju, sending rays up, ripples to the people, to give them strength and energy and endurance and love to do what they were doing. Can you imagine in the classroom if we had people chanting as they were taking tests? The chants of wisdom and knowledge?
They be more smart.
Showing up. But that's in the future. Okay. Next part of this. Your hands must be near the heart. In with two fists like this. Okay? In front of the chest. Okay? Relax. See, what the chant will do will draw money to you, whether you like it or not. Alright? Yeah. Whether you handle it or not. If you do it, it won't if you don't. If I don't throw the switch, the light will come on. No. I better throw the right switch. So let's throw the switches of spirit. Now the same thing, your arms when you get tired, rest them, then bring them back up whenever they get tired. Okay? Because you need some strength, right? To make some dough. Ready? Same thing, hold it out 4, hold it out 4. Pump 4, whisper, project 4. 1, 2, ready, hit it. From that third eye. From the belly, third eye, third eye. Project to the universe. Call the cosmic being. Project, project. Green. We're going to go 5 minutes. Project. Prosper. Do the greening. Project, project. Talk to the universal spirit. You to prosper. Call your money down. Call ah-shay. You want to feel it soon. I feel it coming. Project from that third eye the last whispers. Open your minds. You feel the greening. It's coming. It's coming. Project. Talk to heaven. your desire to be wealthy, to leave poverty. Keep going. Prosper. Prosper yourself. Project from that third eye. Keep going. Make the land green. Talk to heaven. It will hear you. DJED will hear you. Three more. Last one. And relax. Relax. Ah-shay. Please be sweating. It's not the light. How you feel? Let me know. Ah-shay. Wealthy, ah-shay. Alive, ah-shay, full of life. Yes? That was about 5 minutes.
It feel good.
Ah-shay. The goal is 2.5 hours. In a group this size, for about 2 weeks. This size, 2 weeks, 2.5 hours.
When?
Ah-shay. Soon. Huh? Now, we add the next layer, next level. Ah-shay's sigil, her psychic spiritual symbol. Just stare at it for a few minutes, a few seconds. Get it in your mind, paint it in your mind. These are dotted. It's a dotted circle like a clock. With the line going to 6 o'clock there. Now, be it for a few minutes. Just try to merge. Feel it. Like it's alive. Like the eyes are actually looking. And the waves are actually moving. And this circle is at your third eye. Try to see the room the way this would see the room from this part of the stage. Imagine you're behind looking that way. Looking at your own self. Feel it like it's alive. Ah-shay. See it in your mind only. Duplicate it. Give it life in your mind. See an ocean before you now. Atlantic, Pacific. Mighty and vast is she. Rich beyond your wildest dream. It is nighttime. Moon is full. Shells and salt air. You're being very African, very magical in this vision. Feeling very magical. Very powerful. And you adoringly approach the ocean. Summon this image over the ocean, like a star. Use your hands, stick them out like you're a magician or a sorceress or something, and conjure this image over the ocean. See the ocean respond. Call ah-shay. Call her name, goddess of money. Keep calling her till she comes. She'll be a woman, beautiful, wearing cowries as a dress. Call her with this image over the ocean. Feel the winds begin to stir. Call the goddess of money of Africa. Africa's very rich, you know. Call her mother of money. Help my babies. Give them college, tuition, health care. Now be ah-shay. Feel that you are her. The wealth of the seas. You are under this star with the waves. And you are looking at yourself on the shore as ah-shay. You are ah-shay looking at you, calling ah-shay. Feel her full breasts, filled with milk overflowing of wealth, golden milk. She's so rich. How can the ocean be poor? How can the ocean's fish starve? There's so much plenty. See that star overhead, beaming. She sends a wave of water towards your image on the shore, towards little you. She causes a magical wave to go right towards you. And it deposits things at your feet. Look and see what she leaves. She will tell you something you need to know about money. Ask her. Or ask yourself. Water for feet that you have. Waves. Fish gathering. Starfish. Schools of dolphins. What do you need? Just ask. Thank her. As you call the star back to you, draw the star back to you. Place it in your heart, your rich heart. As she whirls back down to the water, the fish disperse, and all you see is a moonlit sky laden with stars. You hear waves, and you smell saltwater mist. Pick up the things you have. Feel rich. And as you leave, say, Ra. Ah-shay. 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 Who wishes to share some of their experience with us? I see some of you are truly in deep trance still. Yes. Ah-shay, ah-shay, you're the star. That's actually a very old Egyptian meditation. There's a certain word you gotta say though when you do this. Yes, brother.
Strangely, surprisingly, I visualized Olokun.
Olokun. Yes.
And
Olokun is the sea god or sea goddess.
And I saw a variety of colors that I couldn't even describe, but all pastel,
Yes.
translucent. And I was told, do more yoga and ask, and I shall receive.
Ah-shay. Please accept your answers. Please. They may sound silly or seem unrelated. Do not discount them. That's a divine revelation for us. And you must trust the answer is the answer you need. Ah-shay? Anyone else? Keep doing your yoga and it will come to you. Because yoga is the art of summoning spirit. Yes.
Ever since the first week when you taught us to reverse our thing
Yes.
instead of what could be could.
Yes.
And I have a daughter that has been mentally ill, mentally ill for almost 5 years.
Yes.
And she was a master beautician.
Yes.
And she called me yesterday and asked me if I got her some scissors because she's ready for that.
Ah-shay. Ah-shay to your baby. Now, how to make a mama feel, really? Come on now. I mean, your baby coming back. Huh? She used her magic wand, the Volga. Those who do it, you'll get results, I guarantee you. Guarantee you. Let's give Ah-shay to her daughter. Ah-shay. Ah-shay, oh. Ah-shay. Okay, so we're building, yes? You already are masters of Oga, Eshu. Because for 3 weeks you've been speaking only prosperous, positive things. N'est-ce pas? Oui, oui? Right? You didn't say, oh, I have no money today. You said, oh, my pockets are filled with money. I find money somehow, some way. I had one person have an experience this last week. They were in a line to a supermarket. And it was a very slow line. And the person heard a voice said, just relax. Just be patient. You'll get there. And they were. They're normally a hot hit. Got to the line. There were no pennies in the register left. And the cashier said, no more pennies, I'm sorry. The person heard a voice said, don't worry about it. This is a penny pincher person. A real type. Okay. Walked out of the store. This is Kroger's. Walked out of Kroger's. Walked a certain way to the car. Looked down and found 3 pennies. I said, the waves come small at first. Then they grow in intensity, huh? So, 1 became 3. That's a divine manifestation. Because the person was doing their work. They start small, but thank the small things first. And you get more. Be grateful for the small things. Yes.
The visualizations in the morning and
Yes.
at night.
Yes.
Went strong for 3 days, and then it became more difficult.
Yes.
It's like,
Yes. Just keep them focused.
what if you fall asleep? Yeah, do I have to start over again?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
You don't want to fall asleep when you're prosperity. If you can't stay awake, well, why should the spirit stay awake? Right? If you're a job at work, you're sleeping. Well, why should I pay you? Right? So you must, that's why we have this Ra. Now you see why we have the Ra sound. Because it takes strength to keep going, keep alert. And to stay focused on your dream. Doesn't it? It takes a lot of effort. It's not easy. Over time. Right? See.
And do you do the pyramid during that 11-minute period?
Yes, you can. But if you're really seeing, feeling, hearing, tasting, touching it, you shouldn't go to sleep. You're feeling that money and it's got you, you don't want to leave that. So you want to strengthen those senses. Okay, ah-shay.
Mr. Ra, I noticed that when we were doing the exercise, that by rocking, it got to help my alertness. And then that called to mind when I was in Israel at the Wailing Wall.
They do this.
You know, and could you reflect
Yes.
on that? Is that helpful?
Yes, it is. There are, at the tailbone and the back of the neck, called the mouth of God point, there are two small pumps that when you do this, pumps kundalini up the spine to energize the higher center. That's what this.
Help the brother there.
Yes. It's a pump, which we had a little bit in the other class, healing dial class, right? Those pumps. Yes.
Mr. Rock,
Thank
thank you. When do you recommend we do the Hurrah
Hurrah.
meditation?
What time of day?
Should we do it before we do the visualization?
What I want you to do, first, here's the sequence. First, you see the star. In your mind, just focus on the star. Okay? Feel like it's living and has power. Because those of you who get good at this, the star will lead you right to your money. The star will go and appear where it's seen. That's where you have to go. Much like that Jesus fella. Who's the three wise people?
3 wise men.
Yeah. Yes. Okay. That's step 1. See the star. Step 2. See what you want. Your image.
Is that the 11-minute? Or just get in your mind?
Just get in the head, in the spirit. When I say see, I mean see, feel, taste, touch, hear, right? You know that. I'm not going to stop saying that all the time. Okay, 5 senses. Then, pyramidize it. Star over your image. In the golden pyramid position. Sit that way for just a few minutes. Just in that pyramid, seeing the star over your dream. Like a bird. A bird's beak. A few minutes that's been done, right? Then you start hurrah. Hurrahing what you want. Through my infinite potential, I summon, or really I hereby, summon or conjure, whatever word makes you feel more magical. That magical feeling is very important. You feel magical, you feel like you're doing some stuff. It helps you do it. Right? The same way as feeling the music helps you dance better. Through my infinite potential, I conjure prosperity here. A new job, whatever it is. That's so far what you have. So the order is star, image, pyramid, star, image, pyramid, Ra. Through all of this, except for the star stage, you're seeing your end result. Right? How would you feel, look, smell, taste, hear, being that thing? Being a person with an account that's 20% bigger. So what am I doing metaphysically? Star connects you to the infinity. That's the God stuff, right? The Ojumare stuff. Exactly. Visualizing makes you be that thing you want. The chant, you start the doing already. It's part of the stage of doing to get it. These two will cahoot to bring the third, the having of it. I've done this for years. I'm telling you it works, though you believe me or not. But sitting in my room, things just come. Like a wave, they're sent at my feet. I'm not telling myself working 10 hours a week in someone's office. Having no time for life, friends, family. They come to me by the grace of heaven because I talk to heaven. And heaven responds. The more you practice, the better you'll get. You do this for 3 months, imagine 6 months. 3 years of this. Experts. But you can't be lazy. Won't work. See.
What? I've been trying to visualize myself. I haven't really had an image of a material possession, but I've been trying to change or affirm my state about money, or my state about consciousness, my state about abundance. So I'm trying to see how that looks, how I would be, how I would feel with a different state of being first. Can you do that as far as like with symbolism? Could I do symbolism? Or do you want more concrete things?
We prefer you to do more concrete. You can use symbolism.
Start out. I was just doing
No, that's good. I'm sure many have thought the same question. It's better to do this. This is the symbolism we need. And this is a symbol to the spirits. When your body's in this position, it's a symbol to the spirits. Okay? Tell me your wand for that situation. What is your affirmation? That's the first thing, right? Always. You got to speak it up. So tell me what you have for your affirmation in that line.
I am abundance, therefore abundance. I am abundance, therefore abundance.
Work it out, tease it out.
I come from an abundant source, therefore I am abundant.
Ah-shay, that's a nice one. I come from an abundant source, therefore I am abundant. I come from an abundant source, therefore I'm abundant. She's walking down the street. I come from abundant. She's talking to herself. She's so odd. Until she begins to feel, I come from abundance. I am therefore abundant. Right? The more you say it, the more you believe it. Like bad songs. The more you hear them, the more they don't sound so bad. Right? So, she's on path. She's opened the way through the Oga issue, right? The classes are cumulative, you've noticed, right? I'm building a pyramid. So you do first stage 1, last couple of weeks. And then we move into this stuff. Okay? So how would you dress? Describe your wardrobe to me. if you were to have this abundance? How much abundance are we talking about? I didn't get to that part yet. You got to be specific.
That's what I was gonna say. Don't you have to know what you want?
You want to know. I want to produce 20% more in my income.
And I found that to be the hardest part. It took me a
Yes.
week just to decide what I really want.
Exactly. That's the hardest part. What do I really want? So, let's start. Let's take a
You
shot.
can't image if you don't know what you're...
Specifically, what you're imaging.
You-
So what do you want? Since you're infinite,
In a state of happiness or peace. I have a hard time defining material. Being on purpose, and part of that was seeing myself as white as a sword, as my divine self with close and thread.
yes. So where's the money? Where's the green?
See, I need
See, in Egypt we said, I want from Ethiopia 15 kilos of myrrh. Bring me 20 pounds of gold from Libya. And lo and behold, they come giving tributes to the kings and the pharaohs. Oh, great Egyptians. So what do you want? Pick it, doesn't matter.
Corn,
Ah-shay. Color,
blue,
type,
Pontiac.
what kind of blue? Oh. Pontiac Sunfire. With the sunroof? The sunroof, okay. What kind of blue is this? Tell me the blue. Blue like what? I'm going to test her now. Watch. I hope y'all going to try to catch it from what I'm trying to hook her up to do. Blue like
Blue like baby blue.
baby.
Like the ocean.
Ah! She used a natural image for the color. Because Supreme Being made that color has more ah-shay than blue in my sweater or whatever. So, ocean blue.
4-door.
4-door. I just asked her how many doors. She said, I just went, how many doors? She said 4 doors. Uh-huh.
Automatic.
Automatic. What color is the interior?
Black.
What is it? Leather, suede, what's that, soft stuff? Like felt kind of thing? What kind of...
This is the regular corporate type.
Regular?
Corporate grayish.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, go to the dealer right now in your mind. They hand you the keys. What are you doing as they hand you the keys? Smiling and rejoicing. Ah-shay? Are you running or walking to your new car?
Walking fast.
Walking fast. Okay. Do you touch it like this? Ooh, that's my new car.
Just nod my head.
Just, yeah, I get it. I'm bad, you know. And you open it. What's the smell?
New smell.
A new car smell. Now, tell us the sound when you sit in the seat. What kind of sound is it? Or, if any.
No sounds. Cushion soft.
And grab the wheel. How does the wheel feel under your fingers?
Perfect fit.
Ah?
Perfect fit.
Perfect fit. Like Cinderella's shoe. Open your eyes. It's coming. Divine law says because you beat it. Keep that going. Keep being it. The money will come. See the end result. The means will come. Chant. Same image over and over and over. It's yours. It's already yours. In fact, you can say, I already have a new car. I have a new car.
I have a new car.
Can you see my new car? Blue. Ocean blue.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, tell everybody. I have a new car, Mom. I have a new car, Dad. Or you can start in your mind telling everybody. Okay? And the laws of mind will kick in. Ah-shay?
ah-shay.
The science of mind. Ah-shay. Any other questions? Yes, last. Anyone? 1, 2, that's it? Ah-shay.
Hi.
3, your last one.
I'm kind of new at this, and all I know is that I'm not happy with my job situation. Yeah. And I get tired of everybody saying it because I work for the post office. They think that I make so much. But when you're a single person trying to do everything literally on your own, it's very overwhelming. And it's getting to the point where if I could pack up all my stuff and move to another country, I would.
Okay.
I'm pulling out my Spanish, and I do it very well. And I think I'm going to Panama or something.
Okay.
And that's really the way I felt this morning.
Let's find out.
Yes, I'm listening. And but I didn't know what to do because I really am new at it. So I lit all my little candles and stuff. And I started calling on every little Orisha or whatever they call them that I could think of.
Yes.
You know, I know I wasn't pronouncing their names right, but I was lighting stuff. And I was crying and I couldn't do anything. And I just felt really strapped because my check was cut like really, really short. You know how you can call in to find out what your money's going to be. And I kept dialing back. I said, it can't be. But it was. And I had to break down and call my mother. And that was so disappointing because I felt like at 38 years old, you got to call your daggone mother. And I was like, all these men I know, and they none of them got no money. I mean, I was tripping. And lo and behold, my mother sent me the money, Western Union. And I just kept praying. And when I got back, there was another guy on the phone, and he's all the way from Texas, and he was like, I got the money, don't worry, go to Western Union. And that was right before I came here. And I don't know whether or not it really works or whatever, but I just know that I'm really, really fed up with my financial situation, and I'm not making what I want to make, and I want to do my writing for a living. I'm tired of writing for small papers, and I want more. And all I know is that I'm calling out to whoever they are. You know, I'll be calling, I should don't want to hear me.
At someone's house.
Yeah. So
Ah-shay.
that's what I had to.
Number 1, there is an effect to that, a cause to that effect. You reached out to something greater than yourself and had a response. However humble, 3 pennies. So you must give great gratitude for that small miracle.
Oh yeah.
Ah-shay.
Sure.
Number 2, see the money you want to make, the paper you want to work in, your desk, the flowers on your desk, the recognition that you get for your writing. Start to be that thing that you want to become. And keep being it over and over, then start chanting. The chant gives electricity to the image. It brings it to life. The picture in your head, the chant gives it power to draw things to it quickly. And you never say again, I'm through with my job, I'm fed with my job.
Don't say that?
Nope. Because you're an infinite being. What you'll say is, I bless this job. I thank you for giving me what it's given me so far.
Well, yeah, for sure.
I've eaten because of you.
Right.
I've had some shelter because of you.
Right.
And a few fun times because of you. Okay? And they were good times.
Yeah, they were. They are.
So I'm now ready to move on to the next level. Whatever's meant for me beyond this, I now accept it and call it, conjure it.
Okay.
I have a hint for you. It looks like this. Right?
Okay. Okay.
And whoever this job is meant for, may they be blessed to have this job. Because I'm moving out in divine order to my next job. You always be grateful for what you have first.
Yeah.
That expands this ah-shay.
Okay.
Don't ever curse it again.
Okay.
And talk yourself out. I'm moving to the next job meant for me at this time and place by divine order.
So everything else will take care of itself, right?
Exactly. Whatever's the next job for me, divine order, I now accept and take. I look for it, it looks for me. We find each other. That's how you start talking. That's the staff of Eshu.
Okay.
Never curse what you have. Thank it, ask to move on beyond it now. That's a law of consciousness. Okay? So I have 1, 2, that's 2 last questions, then we have to close. Yes, sir.
Okay, I had 2 questions about
Ah-shay.
I'm sorry.
I said ah-shay. Yeah.
Okay. I got two questions to ask about the same subject, visualization.
Okay.
A lot of books I read on visualization say you have to like see the picture exactly as if somebody was standing in front of you and like with crystal clarity. What I want to ask you is, in your experience, if your images are not as clear as that, but you still see images, are you still getting results from that?
Yes, you will. But you want to sharpen your skills.
And my second question was, I've also read before that sometimes it's better to visualize as if you actually live it. Like say for instance you were visualizing yourself getting in the car, then you should visualize like you looking right out of your eyes. Or is it better if you visualize seeing your own body outside of yourself, you know what I'm saying, driving the car?
Yes. In Haiti, there's a tradition in the magical systems called la petite poupée, the little doll technique. For folks who have a hard time blessing themselves, we say, you buy a doll that looks like you, or you call it you. This is me. And you talk to the doll. You're rich. You're beautiful. You're wonderful. People love you. You keep talking to that doll. Eventually, you'll become what the doll will begin to talk to you. Girl, you're rich. What's wrong with you? What are you talking about? La petite poupée in voodoo. So, but in terms of visualizing, it's better to see yourself in it. Instead of seeing yourself driving a car, be in the car driving it. It's called associated imagery versus dissociated imagery. Last question.
Is that the fourth one? Is that the third and fourth one?
Oh no. See, okay. We give you. The fourth line. The third line?
Yeah, third
Baba, majuwo lowo re longanja. It's a little longer one. Baba, majuwo lowo re longanja. 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 Aje, oh, aje, aje, oh, aje. Baba, majuwo lowo re longanja. Okay? Baba, majuwo lowo re longanja. Origiti B. Diva Funarumila. Baba Majuolo Hore Longanja. Now you start to feel the juice of Africa. Origiti B. Diva Funarumila. Baba Majuo Hore Longanja. Woo! Gold up in the arms. Ah-shay. That's it. Do your work. May the deserts bloom. Ah-shay. Ah-shay.